All right, Pro Schmo community. Hey, so this video is for a better understanding as to how it is we use the lock of the week from WeWantPicks.com. Right, we have a segment on this channel. We refer it to as Fade of the Week or Lock of the Week. Of course, always in correlation to whatever is provided on the WeWantPicks.com website. Hey, and if you're new watching this video, all we do is take Jacob's lock of the week from WeWantPicks.com and we apply it to our machine learning system. Listen, we've been doing it forever now, forever and a day. All right. And so my job here today is to just pretty much explain how it works. Okay. It says that we are 9-4. 9-4. The system has us at 9-4, but ideally it's 9-2. So I'll explain to you. All right. But let's go in reverse. Francisco Prado opens up at plus 170. You have to read the narrative, okay? What it is. You have to read skill for skill and analysis as to why we would take Francisco Prado on the money line or not. For this particular weekend, we did not. All right. So the data scientists, the engineers, they said absolutely not. Okay. We have a team of 8 people, and we do add on. We do want to add on, but there are folks that just don't see themselves for whatever reason, wanting to do things like this, right? We have Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page against Shara Magomedov. The engineers clearly specified, hey, this is all skewed. This data is skewed because unlike never before in the history of the UFC, you have a fighter with a disability. The only other fighter was a flyweight named Askar Askarov. So I chose to ignore it, and I published that Shara Magomedov would be the side. Now, the cool thing about this here is that the engineers provide us with the odds as well. Can you see this? Look at that. The Pro Schmo true betting line was plus 140 for Shara Magomedov. That's incredible. All right. So despite him being a minus 250, right? So our engineers, us here at Pro Schmo Bets, we determine it's plus 140. We want picks. Jacobs. He had Amanda Ribas. We did not. We had Mackenzie Dern, as you can see, minus 110 projected winner. And you got to read, folks. You got to read. All right, here, Adrian Yanez was Jacobs lock of the week again. All we did, and now you're probably wondering. Why are you guys doing that? Why are you guys diming off on WeWantPicks.com? Well, ironically, they just so happen to be the case study. So it's sometimes life is full of ironies. All right, just like Dana White, President Dana White is so happy about having the president of the United States stop by his pay-per-view venues and events, and increase Dana's notoriety, right, in the world. But it doesn't come without now, him being tired and weary of investigations. And I'm pretty sure the Secret Service, the White House communications, intelligence agencies, all track Dana. They trace Dana, all his activities, all his foreign, Middle East business activities, just in case he attempts to cause grave danger to the United States or sabotage the president somehow. And I know this is a drastic example, but you can't have it all. All right. So if they're the case study, WeWantPicks.com is it. All right. That's it, folks. All right. You can't have it all. So here we go. Custom made Cody Durden. All right. So again, We Want Picks Adam. We had Joshua Van minus 160 were the odds that our engineers provided. Nicolas Mota. This was interesting here. Okay. Nicolas Mota, November 11. Through Fanatics Limited, had said he had a rib fracture. Okay, in September, he's asserting, actually making statements about his rib separating, snapping. He hears the popping, and then on September 28th, he's that's when he was the injury forced him to withdraw, right, with a scheduled bout he had with Ludovic Klein. But then he finds himself on November 23 fighting. Right? He's a boxer brawler against a kickboxer, and guess what? This man potentially lied about it all. So obviously, if we take data to be true, all right, despite all these derivatives, the mean to median, the standard deviations, and all this craziness that these engineers talk about. If certain samples are of this nature false or taken as true, then that's how you apply the machine learning to work. And look, man, minus 200 odds. I mean, come on. Guy had a rib fracture. How are you not going to give Mosh at minus 200 odds? Of course you would. Anybody would. Eduardo Morta, this was, cookie cutter. Veronica Hardy, minus 200. This was a big mistake. Big mistake. We published Veronica Hardy to win, and it was a loss completely. We did not take into account that the rules had been changed, the MMA rules, right? With the 12 to 6 elbow strikes and the knees, right? And Eduardo actually utilized it during the fight. So, that's an incredible edge there. So this was a bad loss again, but we win, right? Look, Amir Albazi. Look at this, November 2023, diagnosed with a heart condition, neck injury, undergoes cervical surgery on January 2024, and then he's fighting Moreno toward the end of the year. Come on, right? So anyway, we published a minus 320 line for Brandon Moreno, right? That's it. Same thing with Armen Petrosian. The whole world was riding him against Shara Magomedov. We had Shara minus 170. Okay, Darren, the Damage Elkins, 2 senior citizens. I mean, this was give or take. It is what it is. Left or right, minus 110 on the betting line. All right. Again, the system is 9-4. But ideally, considering the disability on Shara Magomedov, considering the rules, okay, that we did not apply to our set in the learning system, we did not apply the rule. The rule was not changed. The 12-6 elbows did not apply. So, of course, it chose Veronica Hardy over Eduarda, right? And then the rib fracture that Nicolas Mota never had, right? So anyway, so this is the machine learning system winning. All right, guys, this is how it works, man. All right, so look, Pat Sabatini. Jacob had Pat Sabatini. We agreed with him. We took him too. All right, we provided 5 odds, minus 150. Okay, but he demonstrated a minus 500, man. That guy, Pat Sabatini against Jonathan Pierce. And then everybody rode Jose Aldo. We had Mario Bautista plus 108. And if you read the narrative, it plays out exactly how it goes, which is almost sick. It's pretty sick. And then you had Matt Frevola, right? Fares Ziam was our pick, but We Want Picks had, Matt Frevola. All right, so look, let's just read something real brief, okay? So let's say Jake Matthews is a standout, large welterweight, surpassing Francisco both in height and reach. And then Prada is yet shorter than Belal, and Belal is marginally taller than Khabib, and we're talking about a weight class where you have monsters in them. Shavkat, Leon Edwards, even Muhammad Usman is taller than Jake Matthews and Prado. So, the stature appears to have put Mr. Prado at a significant disadvantage, right? And then you take his age, 22 years of age, despite his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and he can demonstrate a technical promise. It's strongly advised that he would continue a stint in the lightweight division where he could be match made to an advantage against Drew Dober, Ismail Bonfim, Angelusa, and would assist with the current stage of growth, right? And then if he wanted to, I guess featherweight, right? He'd have contenders like Steve Garcia, who we'll see fight next week, Arnold Allen, and maybe Ilia Topuria, right? So despite these hurdles, Prado does have a potential tactical advantage, and we said his ability to offensively wrestle, right? It could allow him to steal around potentially on Matthews, right? However, whether this strategy is enough to overcome Matthews' size, reach, and overall experience remains a significant question. And these were the odds, minus 170. All right, that's what we had published for Jake Matthews. And the whole world of casinos had him at minus 250, okay? Prado did all right. He did all right. Unfortunately, it was all power punching, and it is what it is. Prado did get the takedown against Jake Matthews, and that's all she wrote. So hopefully this makes a lot of sense to you guys. Lock of the week, what we refer to as now the fate of the week. Are we going to lock in what Jacob from We Want Picks has offer to the world, to the public, or are we going to fade it? All right, folks. So you heard it here first. If you want more information, more details, all you got to do is sub right here. Sub.